How you doing? Thanks for being here. Obviously heartbroken. Guys in foul trouble, technical fouls, some really foolishness on our part. We wasted today. We were 9 of 19. We've got 19 assists on 27 baskets. Nico is an absolute maestro. That's the best defensive team in our league. It's a top 40 defense nationally, maybe even higher than that. And we were able to get enough good shots that they actually went zone, which to me is a remarkable game plan by Damon Parker, and then remarkable execution by our guards. Only 6 turnovers against that defense is such a step forward for us. Now that was costly with some of the points off turnovers, but really positive. It's just a shame that when so many people do things well, it comes down to little things like offensive rebounding for them, putting them to the line so many times. 29 free throws at their place is hard to overcome. We hold them to 42% from the field and 27 from 3, and it's still not enough. So we're going to keep searching. I'm going to do a better job of communicating ways to win close games down the stretch. Some of our decision-making and shot selection was a tad odd. They were at the free throw line, and we missed some shots. At the same time, I thought really props to Johan for stepping in, Maxime after a long time off. They gave us a real pop, and so I hope moving forward that all this actually causes us to grow and come together. So any questions you have?
Hey, Coach, obviously there were plenty of avenues that could have been taken with the last shot in the final seconds with the Johan miss. What were your thoughts on what went down on that play, and what could have been, what was the original approach behind the final play call?
Our original post, we had something set up for Josiah and K9 on the weak side. It didn't happen. The guy guarding the ball turned around and took that away. Joe was supposed to come up the gut and come out the other way. He came up the gut and came towards the ball, so he became more guardable. There was a 50-50 ball. We pick it up. Johan ends up at the rim, and I'll be honest, I thought he was going to make the shot. That cut he made prior was such a big play for us, and I just think on the whole, I thought that was a real positive. We had a couple chances down the stretch, definitely set up for us to execute, but they just kept getting their hands on the basketball. Josiah couldn't pick it up clean on the sideline out of bounds, and then the baseline out of bounds. 2 guys got their hands on it. He didn't pick it up clean. So we'll fight to execute better than that. That's on the staff as much as the guys. We've got to find solutions in those moments. But I will take a Johan layup any day of the week. He played good for us today.
And the areas where North Texas had the advantage, like shots at the rim, rebounding, and getting to the line quite often. How impactful was that prevented you guys from really taking over the game in the second half and just trying to run away with it?
Well, we were up 6 and came out at halftime. I thought with some real energy. We got a couple stops in a row. We were able to score in transition. Isaiah Elohim gets a technical and fouls out. We give up 2 transition baskets. I mean, pick points were 32-32. I thought quietly the fast break points where we lost by 7 was a bigger deal. They don't run, but they run when they have clear opportunities. And with our guards in the paint, because of the way you attack their defense, some of those missed shots or corner threes ended up being the first pass in their transition, and they took them where they don't normally do that. So I thought the paint points were equal at 32. The main difference at the end of the day was probably the transition points and those free throws.
Isaiah obviously fouled out and got a technical at the early portion of the second half. What happened during those moments with Isaiah where he picked up too many fouls and then eventually got the technical foul that pretty much set him out for the rest of the game?
The 2 fouls were too quick. You got to be wise enough not to allow that to happen to yourself. And then the 4th one, you can't say anything to the ref. Like at a certain point, you're the player, he's the ref, he's the authority figure. He shouldn't be speaking to him at all, to be frank. It's a massive mistake. He knows it. He'll be held accountable, and we'll move forward. I thought it was really costly because Isaiah's been one of our leading scorers during this last couple of weeks, and he's really a go-to guy. You saw us go to him in meaningful moments at UTSA. So now you're hunting for different things because he's not there. But more importantly, it got them to the bonus at home with 12 minutes to go, and at that point, every foul turns into a free throw. So whether they were shooting or not, it just put us in a bad situation.
And the last question, 3 games remaining. The next 2 games will be at home at the LE against Temple and Charlotte. Knowing that direct implications that how you guys perform for the rest of conference play has on the conference, for the conference tournament per picture, how crucial will it be to defend home court and get those next 2 wins at home?
Home court's everything. Today was rough. Obviously, we're really disappointed. But in reality, if you get ECU and USF at home, and then you come back and get these two, that's kind of your safe space. And you put yourself in a good position to be in the race by winning at home. You win the race on the road. So we've got to put ourselves in a good position for the tournament seeding by winning some home games. So we've spent 6 days here. We don't fly home till tomorrow, so it's been a long week for us. It'll be nice to be home in Boca, but it'll be really nice to play a home game on Thursday.